this presentation has been mainly incorporating the penetration of renewable energy sources into the power grid thanks to EU funding innovations. And we will be focusing on a couple of S2020 projects, named CROSSBOW and TRINITY. Well, and why we are developing this project? Well, this project focuses on the Southeastern Europe region, and one of the main characteristics of this region is that they are normally out of the main European market harmonization projects. In this slide, you can see these market harmonization projects like Terre, Mari, Picasso, and even not directly related with the network codes, but also it is not worthy to the Association of Issuing Bodies related to the management of guarantees of origins. And as you can see in the different slides, the Southeastern Europe countries or do not participate or participate just as observers in this kind of projects, and this situation must be solved. Well, in this screen, you can see highlighted all the projects that can be directly benefited thanks to the CROSSBOW and TRINITY projects. And both projects were born with the aim of integrating the Southern Europe countries into the rest of the European energy paradigm. The first project was the CROSSBOW project that started in 2017. And well, this project is mainly focused on the TCO side. CROSSBOW proposes the shared use of resources to foster the cross-border management of variable renewable energies and storage units, reducing the network operational costs. And 2 years after, in 2019, we started the TRINITY project, which builds upon the results of CROSSBOW, but has a higher focus in the market sector. So the TRINITY will enhance the cooperation and coordination among the transmission system operators of Southeastern Europe in order to support the integration of the electricity markets in the regions among themselves, but facilitating the leap into the whole European context. And we will also promote a higher penetration of clean energies. Well, and now I will give you some insights related to the CROSSBOW project. It's a project which has a consortium with 24 partners, are involved the main partners of the regions like TSOs and REST producers and other kind of technology providers of the region. The project has a budget of 22 million euros, and the main output of this project will be the development and implementation of 9 different software tools. I will not spend so much time in explaining all of these tools. We have a reduced amount of time, but I want to highlight one of the products that is called the REST Control Center, that aims at facilitating the TSOs of the region, and aims to facilitate the recent need of REST integration by providing a single access point for this kind of units, in a system that can be easily scalable to cover different portfolios. The innovative services provided by the platform will focus on enabling a high percentage of variable renewable energy sources to connect to the electricity grid without impacting reliability and, of course, while maintaining a focus on the costs. And saying this regarding CROSSBOW, of course, if you have questions about the project, you can ask me later. But now we jump into the TRINITY project. The TRINITY project has a consortium of 19 partners, including some of the TSOs of the region, but also some market operators of those countries. The project has a budget of 13 million euros, and the main output of the project will be for different software products. We have a couple of products more focused on the work of the Regional Security Center of Belgrade that coordinates the different TSOs of the region. And we have the T-Sentinel tools coordination platform to facilitate the operation. And so we have the T-Market coupling framework that we provide 4 different platforms to increase the scope of the markets in the region. We will provide intraday market coupling, also capacity market coupling, more advanced over-the-counter markets, and finally a new guarantees of origin market for the region. And finally, we have the Tildes Control Center that will directly facilitate higher penetration of renewables in the region, and goes beyond the previous Tildes Control Center, the previous RCC that I have shown for CROSSBOW. It increases the scope because while the RCC mainly focus on the monitoring and control of functionalities, the Tildes Control Center goes beyond that, and we will also facilitate the risk manager to optimize the participation in the market, to have a planning tool to check the financial viability of new renewable plants installations. And also we have another sub-platform for the issuing bodies that will provide a framework based on blockchain technology in order to have a more reliable issuing and transfer and cancellation of warranties of origin. And well, which are the successes of these projects so far? Well, for CROSSBOW, the project is going to end in April of this year. So all the developments has already been made. So this means that, well, in fact, we have deployed the 9 products in the 8 different countries. We have also coordinated the risk production of the region. We have also tested how the large scale flexibility can accommodate larger renewable energy sources in the region. And we have facilitated the work of the regional coordination center of the region by providing them specific software modules. And regarding the TRINITY project, well, we have just passed the mid of the project. We still have 2 more years to complete the implementation of the project. And well, the main achievements so far of TRINITY, we have the review meeting with the European Commission in June of this year, and it was successful. We have already developed the first version of the TRINITY technologies, and at the end of March we will have the full product. Of course, in parallel, we are also starting the demonstration master plan in order to test these technologies in real life conditions in the region. And we have consolidated our dissemination and communication strategy. And well, as a keynote that I would want to highlight is that in order to have a decarbonized Europe, we need to involve all the countries of Europe in order to avoid importing energy from non-EU countries, and the Western Europe countries are high energy are high energy consumers, and although they are not non-member states, should be decarbonized in parallel with the rest of Europe. And that's all from my side for this presentation. Please feel free to follow us in our social media. And if you have any question, feel free to raise your hand and write a question in the chat. Thank you. Well, there is a question in the chat. The question says that well, what are the solutions and benefits for society at large proposed by Trinity and CROSSBOW? Well, for the society, they will have three main benefits. With the greater interconnection of those countries, we will increase the security of supply for all the people of the region, and also we increase the reliability of the system, avoiding, for example, changes in the frequency or in the voltage that could affect the energy consumption assets of the people. The other main point is that we are promoting clean energies, and the environment and the health of the people living there will be much better due to this non-pollutant technology. And finally, and it is related with the increase of renewables, we will decrease the energy prices. We will decrease the energy prices thanks to this increase of renewable energies, but also thanks to the greater interconnection between the markets of the regions. This will mean, for example, that the price difference between countries will be lower, and all the region will have more homogeneous prices. And that's all. Well, there's another question. The question says, you have mentioned the warranties of origin. Could you tell us why the project chose blockchain for the warranties of origin system? Well, yes. The blockchain technology, I think that is well known for everyone. But anyway, blockchain is a new technology that facilitates the process and recording of transactions and tracking assets in a business environment. and we find it useful for the for tracking these quantities of origin certificates. And so I want to highlight here is not the Trinity blockchain, the Trinity consensus protocol of the Trinity blockchain does not rely on the entire miner network to approve transactions. For example, this miner network is the one used for by Bitcoin, and instead of this, Trinity uses the known federated Byzantine agreement algorithm that enables faster processing of transactions and almost negligible use of energy. And also the transaction fees for Trinity will be also negligible. And I see other question. Thanks, Alvaro. What kinds of storage capacity is the project deploying, and what are some of the issues and the preparation for shipping these storage units? Well, regarding the storage units, in the CROSSBOW project, we have a specific product to deal with this, which is the CROSSBOW virtual storage plant. But we have also we have two products in CROSSBOW: the virtual storage plant and the CROSSBOW regional storage coordination center. The purpose here is not the new storage directly, but to better manage the current and future storage systems of the region. And in Trinity, we tackled this point thanks to the TRS control center that in this planning model that I have mentioned, we will take into account different RES assets, like different types of wind turbines and solar panels, but also the profitability of installing different types of battery with different sizes, with different prices, and check the financial viability. Thanks for the question. So, well, I think that there are just one last question, which is which are the main challenges to incorporate the penetration of renewables in the region. Well, the main challenges is that we cannot increase without planification. We cannot increase the renewable share of the region by installing more renewable plants without any planification, because we could overload the grids, or we can have some kind of grid quality problems. And also we need to check the financial viability of these new installations, because if they are not sustainable in the economic term, the promoters won't be willing in installing and investing in this technology. So for that reason, mainly in CROSSBOW, we tackle and we focus on on avoiding the problems that the problems that these renewables could perform to the grid. And in Trinity, we'll focus more on the financial side and provide the risk promoter more intelligent tools to perform the calculations and to push them to invest. And well, thanks for your questions. I think that we have reached the 20 minutes of the session. That I think that was the scheduled time. So well, thank you everyone for attending the session, and hope to see each other in other energy talks.